Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of the Arkham Horror Files. In this series we cover one of the investigators from the Arkham LCG, overview their investigator and signature cards, as well as go over card choices and deck building strategies that work well with that investigator. Today's episode, however, is special. In collaboration with the Arkham Chronicle and other great content creators, this video is part of the All Yellow All the Time project. For those unfamiliar, each person is tasked with making a deck that works with a party comprised only of other members of the same class as their investigator. There's another catch though. You don't know what campaign you're playing, or exactly who will accompany you. Starting last year with the Mystic class, and following up this year with the Seeker class, the investigator now lost in time and space is the unfortunate reporter, Rex Murphy. Rex Murphy is a Seeker investigator with 3 willpower, 4 intellect, 2 might, and 3 agility. The reporter has a reaction that states, "After you succeed a skill test by 2 or more while investigating, discover 1 clue at your location." When Rex reveals an Elder Sign from the Chaos bag, it bears the effect, +2. You may instead choose to automatically fail this skill test to draw 3 cards. Finishing off the front half of his investigator card, Rex has 6 health and 9 sanity. Flipping to the back of his investigator card, Rex has a deck size of 30. His deck building options include Seeker cards levels 0 through 5, neutral cards levels 0 through 5, and up to 5 level 0 cards from any other class. Additionally, Rex is required to add his signature cards, Search for the Truth, and Rex's Curse, along with 1 random basic weakness. Lastly, the reporter is restricted from adding cards bearing the Fortune trait to his deck. Rex takes the clue gathering knob and cranks it to 11. His reaction ability in tandem with his high intellect score make Rex the prime candidate for lead clue gatherer, even amongst his peers in the Seeker class. Rex's other main strength is card draw. Pulling an Elder Sign from the Chaos bag can give Rex the opportunity to refill his hand, at the expense of the skill test, and his signature card is among the best card draw in the game. Search for the Truth is a 1-cost event bearing 2 intellect and 1 wild skill icons, as well as the insight trait. Search for the Truth has an effect that reads, "Draw X cards, where X is the number of clues on Rex Murphy, to a maximum of 5. This is usually fairly tame in a solo game, drawing 2 to 3 cards at most. In a 4-player game though, a Search for the Truth can easily reach its maximum potential. In most card games, this would be nothing but upside for Rex. Unfortunately for him, Arkham Horror sharpens each draw into a double-edged sword. Each draw off the top of your deck puts you closer to drawing your weaknesses, and Rex has one of the most sinister weaknesses in the game. Rex's Curse is the reporter's signature weakness, and it reads, "Revelation. Put Rex's Curse into play in your threat area. Forced. When you would succeed at a skill test, return the revealed Chaos token to the bag, and reveal a new Chaos token. If this effect causes you to fail the test, shuffle Rex's Curse into your deck. Limit once per test." This curse can turn even the simplest of tasks into a long drawn-out experience. Adding further insult to injury, this weakness is shuffled back into the deck after it's done its dirty work, to further ensue misery. I think I speak for everyone when I say, "Ugh, God, why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?"
In a party of all Seeker class investigators, gathering clues quickly will be the group's best chances for victory. As previously stated, Rex can pick up clues faster than any other investigator with his reaction ability. Supporting this strength was the focal point of my deck building strategy. A shortcut, although not directly helping Rex's investigate actions, serves as a time saver, getting him to where the clues are without having to spend precious actions on moving. Cards such as Magnifying Glass, Inquiring Mind, and Deduction, however, are great ways of ensuring Rex over-succeeds investigating. Hyper-awareness, in the same vein, can turn excess resources into additional clues, while also helping the reporter evade enemies or grasping hands underneath the floorboards. His emergency cash can help in a pinch, but when looking for a steady stream of resources to fund his endeavors, Rex can turn to an old friend for help. Dr. Mylan Christopher is often regarded as the Seeker class's best ally, and with good reason. The professor offers a buff to your intellect score, making investigating easier, which in turn makes gaining a resource from his reaction easier. In a party of all Seekers, Dr. Mylan Christopher can only accompany 1 member, however. As the group's primary clue gatherer, I believe Rex makes the best use of his aid. If another person does happen to play him first, however, he can at least be committed to a skill test. When building this deck specifically, I doubled down on this philosophy and included the previously mentioned hyper-awareness as a way to spend extra resources generated by the PhD. While the focus of this deck is to gather up clues, it's important to account for Rex's weaknesses. Like most other Seekers, Rex has a poor might value, which, coupled with his low health, makes combating the beings of the mythos troublesome. Identifying this strange solution can help his party later on in the campaign, but with no experience, I've Got a Plan and Mind Over Matter are on-class ways that help deal with enemies using Rex's intellect. These cards will likely not be enough and need to be supplemented with other options. Packing weapons like machete, 45 automatic, fire axe, or baseball bat are options. It's likely Rex will have to commit other cards or resources to slay even average enemies. In solo play, it may be wise to spend these deck slots on spells like Shriveling or Mists of Rillier. Traveling with a full party of Seekers, however, it's likely Daisy or the basically mystic Norman Withers will already be equipped with this arcane insight. With options from the Guardian, Mystic, and Survivor classes feeling lackluster, I turned to the only other class available, looking for ways of leveraging Rex's decent agility score. Rex may not be the most elusive man in Arkham, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a couple of tricks up his sleeves. And to represent these sleeves, I included a copy of Trenchcoat. This niche card fits perfectly into this deck, padding out Rex's health and providing a boost to evasion attempts. With his jacket on, Rex can easily slip away from most enemies, locking them down for 2 turns. This allows your team safe passage through a tough area, or time to ready themselves for the inevitable. Although this may work on most enemies, some foes will require a permanent answer. Backstab gives Rex another means of dealing burst damage, and when combined with I've Got a Plan, can quickly dispatch threats like the Ghoul Priest. It's also worth noting that these cards interact favorably with Mind Over Matter. Having one out-of-class slot left, I included a copy of Lucky Cigarette Case. Already in line with the strategy of this deck, this card was an easy choice for me to include. With all that being said, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the deck I finally came up with. Rex is one of Arkham's finest investigators. With unparalleled clue-gathering skills and a wide card pool to draw from, Rex has the tools to perform well in just about any circumstance. Building a deck for a multiplayer game of all Seekers was definitely a challenge. Not knowing anything about any other Investigator's deck inclined me to build the deck to be self-sufficient when it came to enemy management. Slip Away, Strange Illusion, and Logical Reasoning are ways that Rex can help his teammates in some way. Rex, I believe, however, is best served helping himself. This allows for his other teammates to help themselves, rather than having Rex be a crutch for his team. All yellow and all, though, I had a blast building this deck, and I'm excited to see what the other collaborators have come up with for their decks. As always, though, I want to hear from you. What do you think of the deck I built? Did I miss any obvious card selections? How would you build a Rex Murphy deck? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let the guys at the Arkham Chronicle know that you like this series. If you want to stay up to date when my videos go live, hit the subscribe button to become one of the many that are lost in time and space. Real quick, before I sign off, as of the recording of this video, there's still 10 days to enter my channel giveaway. If you want a chance to win free Arkham LCG product, check out the link in the description to find out how to enter. I've also included a link to this deck list on ArkhamDB for you to check out as well. Thank you as always for watching, and have a great day.